We use forklifts a lot during the loading and unloading process. They are often utilised when equipment is outside the ramp parameters. The most important things to note are: never walk behind or in front of a working forklift. Make sure the load is stable when placed on the tines. One crew only to give the driver instructions. Once loaded securely on forklift, move out of the work area. Here the crew are loading different cases onto the truck. The first is a Cadillac case, which is very heavy. The second is a double stacked rack scenario, which are top heavy. Notice that the tines of the forklift need to be reconfigured for this lift. Also note that the load is placed up against the forklift cage. In this shot, the crew are awaiting the unloading of some equipment. Notice they are well away from the forklift operating area. Often these days, lighting is coming to the show in the form of pre-rigged truss, where the lamps and at times the cables are already attached to the truss. These pre-rigged trusses are double stacked as to not waste truck space. Unloading is a matter of splitting the truss down to its separate sections. The top section is lifted off with the forklift, the bottom section is removed, and the top section is lowered to the ground. Stacking pre-rigged truss is the opposite. The first section is lifted and the second section is placed underneath. The top section is then lowered onto the bottom section. It is important that the right trusses are in the right place. Top sections must marry the bottom section. Beware the wheel positions when lowering the second section. This is also a risk to hands and fingers. Always wheel double stack truss end first. Loading and unloading video carts. These are Tate video carts built by Tate in the United States of America. They have tine slots underneath the cart for the fork to pick them up with. These tine slots are close together and the cart can rock from side to side. When unloading from the truck, place the cart onto the fork via the tine slots and make sure the cart is up against the fork cage. Then step back. Here you see the forklift engaging the tine slots underneath the Tate video cart, adjusting the tines to meet with the tine slots on the video cart. Tate also make set carts usually for their staging for big international tours. Now imagine the video cart you are looking at 4 times the length. This is about the size of a Tate set cart. When these set carts are lifted by the fork, they always rock to one side or the other. The tine slots stop them from coming off the fork. Once the set cart is loaded onto the fork up against the cage, stand well back and be prepared for the rock of the cart. If unloading set carts from the truck, at no time be between the cart and the wall of the truck during the lift. Double stacked cases. These double stacked cases are picked up with the fork off the truck and lowered to the ground. The fork then comes back in to lift the top case from the bottom and once removed, lowers the top case to the ground. When loading, the opposite occurs. Audio loading and unloading.
Alright, let's pull it out and spin it.
The first lift is the audio console.
In you come, forklift. Can you spread your tines as well, please? Thank you.
It is placed on the tines, hard up against the cage.
Come all the way in. Push it up. Center it on. That looks pretty good. Clear.
This is a very expensive piece of equipment, and all care must be shown at all times.
Can you spread your tines, please, so we can get the console up? Thank you.
Loading the console is opposite to unloading. Make sure the console is up against the cage of the fork and square on the tines.
Yep.
When the fork comes into the truck, be aware that the tines are sticking well forward of the case and your feet aren't underneath them. Unloading speaker stack.
Brakes off. Yep. And out. Alright, hold it there. Yeah, come in.
Place the stacks over the tines up against the fork cage,
Yep, good at high.
making sure that the stack is
Hold it
square
there.
on the tines and no rigging,
Yeah, that should be
etc. is caught under the speaker stack.
Yeah, that's all yours. And clear. Yep, come in. All the way. Up. Yeah, that's good. Clear.
Loading of the speaker stacks is the reverse. Again, when receiving the stack in the truck, make sure your feet are away from the forklift tines